A 19-year-old top student preparing for the college entrance exam was on a break between classes when a classmate suddenly blocked her path and asked to borrow a sanitary pad. Gina was stunned upon hearing this. She suddenly remembered she hadn't had her period for about 2 months. Gina immediately returned to the classroom and took out her notebook from the desk to check when her last period was. Sure enough, she found that her last period had been 2 months ago. Gina felt a pang in her heart. She hurriedly hid in a bathroom stall, closed the door, and immediately lifted her shirt to feel her belly. Sure enough, her belly was noticeably bigger than before. At that moment, Gina recalled 2 months ago, her childhood friend Jack suddenly came to her house, complaining that he couldn't handle the pressure from studying, and seeking comfort from her. Gina already had feelings for Jack, so she took care of him attentively, and that night, they gave in to temptation. Thinking of this, Gina panicked, especially remembering she had been feeling weak lately, sleeping unusually much, but her appetite kept increasing, eating more each day. A bad feeling grew in her heart, that she might be pregnant, but she soon tried to calm herself, telling herself it was okay. It only happened that once. How could she be so unlucky? But when she got home and searched online for pregnancy symptoms, she was horrified to find they all matched her. Then at that moment, her mother pushed the door open, frightening her into quickly closing the computer. She scolded her mother for not knocking. Her mother was stunned by the outburst, not understanding why her usually obedient daughter acted this way, then gently asked Gina if she felt unwell, why her face looked so pale. But Gina knew her mother had placed all her hopes on her. She dared not tell the truth, so she lied, saying it was just stress from studying. Her mother finally relaxed, then turned and left, not wanting to disturb her daughter. But Gina still couldn't believe she was pregnant, thinking she must have eaten too much, which caused her belly to enlarge. So she stayed locked in her room all day, eating nothing, not even a sip of water, yet her belly remained. Finally, with a nervous heart, she went to a pharmacy and bravely bought a pregnancy test. Returning home, she took the test. Seeing a single red line, her heart finally relaxed. Joy overflowed. She had thought it impossible to be so unlucky. However, as she stood up, preparing to throw the test away, she looked down and saw a second red line appear. She felt as if struck by lightning. The pregnancy test fell to the floor. She kept muttering, "This can't be real. Surely, the test must be defective." So she immediately went to another pharmacy and bought a new pregnancy test, but the result was still 2 lines. She really was pregnant. Gina felt an unprecedented panic. Her eyes filled with endless despair. Not knowing what to do, Gina called Jack to meet her at the park, to tell him she was pregnant. She thought that after that night, they were already in a relationship, but when Gina asked Jack how he felt about their relationship, Jack scoffed, then asked Gina, "So you called me out at this hour just to ask this?" He said they were about to take the college entrance exam. Talking about this now was a waste of time. They should focus entirely on studying. Jack's words made Gina deeply sad, clutching the pregnancy test tightly. After much thought, Gina decided not to tell Jack she was pregnant. Forcing a smile, she told him to get back to studying. Then she turned and left. That night, Gina sat blankly on her bed, then took the pregnancy test from her pocket. Staring at the glaring 2 red lines, Gina could no longer hold back and burst into tears. For her, about to take the college entrance exam, being pregnant now would completely ruin her future. Thinking of this, Gina decided to secretly terminate the pregnancy. The next afternoon, Gina went to the hospital right after school, but looking at her school uniform, she felt it was inappropriate. So she hurried home, and from her mother's wardrobe, picked out a more mature-looking outfit, then sat at the dressing table, picked up her mother's makeup, and applied a glamorous look. Once everything was ready, she went out to the gynecology hospital again. Even though she dressed more maturely, she was still only a 19-year-old high school student. Naturally, facing this for the first time made her scared. So when the nurse called her name, Gina didn't respond, and ultimately ran out. Leaving the hospital, Gina sat helplessly on a park bench. Then, unexpectedly, she suddenly felt the baby move. Shocked, Gina became even more frightened. She broke down and went to find Jack, telling him she was pregnant, asking Jack what to do. Jack was shocked, eyes wide. He never expected that just once could lead to this.